In Darfur, where there is mass rape and murder by Arab militias against the native black Muslim population, there are no so-called progressives or leftists raising a voice. They could care less because Israel cannot be condemned or blamed. This genocide is occurring now. The killing in Yemen, in the Congo region, in Syria, in Myanmar, in many other places also receives silence. To the leftists and progressives, their politics, not people, is all that matters. When women and girls are being raped, when people are being murdered, they have no interest unless the targets of their hate can be blamed. Arabs killing Arabs, Arabs killing blacks, blacks killing blacks are of no interest to the leftists because the ones doing the killing are not on their list of who can be blamed or held responsible. The leftists want the world to believe there is genocide in Gaza, there is war in Gaza, in which Israel is fighting an enemy in a densely populated area in which Hamas and Islamic Jihad use civilians as their human shields. The leftists want this war to be considered genocide so that they can continue to ignore every real genocide and unjust war where the object of their hate and scorn cannot be blamed. The leftists and progressive hatred for Israel, for Jews, has reached a new level of depravity. They have become the deniers of rape. Others are the defenders of rape, believing that rape and murder are justified under the guise of resistance. They know that on October 7th, Hamas, Islamic Jihad, and others from Gaza went into Israel and wounded and slaughtered thousands of defenseless people. Men, women, children, babies. They know that hundreds of people were taken hostage, from a baby, children, to the very old. They do not dispute any of this because they cannot. Even Hamas videotaped the slaughter. They may try to justify the slaughter, but they cannot deny it. What many on the left vigorously dispute is that there was rape and sexual violence on October 7th. They have inexplicably coupled their claims of genocide with their need to disprove that rape and sexual violence occurred. Their politics, including defaming and demonizing Israel, are more important to them than actual rape victims. They believe that they can deny rape occurred on October 7th in that almost every girl and woman that was raped was also murdered. Many bodies were also set on fire by Hamas and Islamic Jihad. They assumed incorrectly that without living witnesses, they have an additional way to discredit Israel by asserting rape is a false claim made by Israel. As it turns out, there are some survivors and witnesses to the rape and sexual violence and enormous forensic evidence. It is not necessary to support Israel or Israel's war in Gaza in order to believe there was rape. It is the height of depravity to deny rape occurred simply out of hatred for Israel. No matter how much someone hates Israel, human beings still live inside of Israel, and no human being anywhere should be subject to rape and sexual violence and abuse. Many of the leftists and progressives that fancy themselves journalists or reporters are nothing more than propagandists. The mass murders on October 7th sparks no outrage in them. They are only animated about disproving rape. Leftists and progressives deny the existence of rape, not because they have evidence to support their claim, but only because they have carefully crafted political narratives that they eagerly protect. They put their politics above people. They deny that rape occurred on October 7th because blaming Israel is more important to them than what happens to living human beings. For all of the other mass rapes in Darfur, in the Congo, in Myanmar, in Syria, in Iran, against women dissidents and elsewhere, they are silent because if there is not Israel to demonize, they could care less.